What's up, everybody? This is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and it is Railroader tonight. I'm going to come out. I actually put an announcement in the community chat that, yeah, no, actually, my plans for the new content this on Friday nights was going to start up, but I'm having a problem with that particular server, and then no, it is not Railroad centric. So I had to come back down. I figure I'm just going to go ahead and start with Railroader. What's up, Hank? I see you there. Yep. Look who. You know what? I've been here, but it's just been so busy. Oh my goodness. I mean, this last week has been pretty intense. It's one thing after another. In fact, I thought I was going to have like 2 days off. No, tomorrow afternoon I have to work. But you know what? We're going to go see. I got to go back to and watch the students put on a Harry Potter based play. So we're gonna see what's going on there. But yep, I got to go be the representative for work there. It's what it is. It's what I have to do. And you know what? I don't miss. I really enjoy what I do. You know what they say? If you find a job that you love doing, you never work a day in your life. It is so true. So anyway, yeah, we're going to go back to Railroader here tonight. It is day 18. Day 18, and we're starting our day. So I'm going to jump in and pick the game up here. Let's go ahead and go live scene. All right. So as we're loading this up, let me kind of go over some things we have going on. Like I said, the new content, the server for that one is up, but there's an issue on my end that I can see the server, I can see everything, but on my end, for some reason, it doesn't want to load, and I've got it down. I think it was an old configuration that I had somewhere on my computer here. I don't know where it's at. As soon as I can find it and kill it, we're going to be up, and we'll have that new content going. So, and then, yeah, I've actually been diving into like a lot of how, who, what, where, when, why, and everything else in between. For Trainz 2022, mostly in and around Surveyor, and that's building an actual layout in Surveyor to run. And what I'm trying to do is it's powerful, but there's not a lot out there for teaching a new person like myself how to do things in Trainz. So anyway, that's doing that. Of course, Run8, we're moving forward. Hank's here with us in the chat. And Hank, I hope you had a good week. I hope you had as good a week as I did. So anyway, but Run8's coming up. I got some challenges over there as well too. In other words, the incoming cars. I got to do a test. I think I know I got everything configured right, but I'm finding that if I move the time forward myself, cars aren't changing. So I got some work to do over there. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. I'm thinking of stream tomorrow morning. When I first get up, I'll probably do some Run8. And then tomorrow afternoon when I get back in the evening, I have no idea what I'm going to do at that point. Who knows? I might even stream a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. So all these things, Railroader, Run8, Baldur's Gate 3, those are multiplayer. So we'll get some things. Maybe we may find somebody out there who might want to play. So we're doing really well. I got my true numbers for reviews. Thank you very much. And that brings me to the next topic. Of course, we do this every time. You see everybody it's routine. Everybody does it. But if you like the content I provide, please click that subscribe button and click the notifications so you know when I'm actually streaming. And then give me the thumbs up because that helps the analytics. So I definitely would appreciate that. And I know a lot of you guys are actually starting to chat with me. Leave me yeah, you're right, Hank. So much to do, so little time to do it all. I need more time in the day. So, but anyway, it is coming up. And then the other thing too, mid-February, softball season starts. We had a meeting yesterday. Well, our first official practice was yesterday afternoon. And then today we had a team meeting. So, and then starting on Monday. So I don't know where I'm going to fit streaming. I am not going to give up streaming, guys. I will find a way, even if I have to pre-record and then have it uploaded. So keep an eye out for that content as well too, as opposed to live streams. But somehow, some way, I'm going to keep going. And it's only through April into the beginning of May, and then that will stop. Softball will be over by then, unless we go into the playoffs, and we have a good chance of going to the playoffs this year. So, anyway, other than that, yeah, as far as at work, our boys' soccer team, they're in #1. They are 16-2, so they're going to be in the playoffs. They got 3 more games to go before playoffs start. Basketball, Monday night, I'm going to be at the basketball game for that one because that is a must-win. If they win, they're in first place. If they lose, they're in second place. So either way, I got to go there to support those guys. And it's like, and it's hard to tell the students no, when they come up and go, but Farmer, you're our mascot. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. My routine day, I did post it in the description for what we're doing today. This is day 18, part 1. And as soon as I can find it, what we always do, we always start off with logging. So we're going to go jump over here, go get into this train. So anyway, how's your day been, Hank? How's your week? I miss streaming. I miss you guys. I mean, I walked into the house. I get up and I'm out the door by 5:30. I'm at work by 6, and literally I'm like, and Hank knows, man. I'm usually walking in the door 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and it's like I want to jump in. I want to do something, but then I just, no, like last night though too. I was dead tired. I didn't even turn anything on. I walked to the house pitch dark. Okay. First of all, let me grab this locomotive. All these cars are empty, which is perfect. So we're going to go ahead and select this locomotive. I think we're in good shape here too. 1.9 tons. Yeah, we're good. We got plenty of water to get up the mountain and back again. So I'm going to run down here. I think it looks like I got a fusee sitting right there. If we got a fusee sitting there, that's perfect. I might have to move it down a little bit. Actually, now I think about it, I'm looking where it's at. I don't like it. I need to clear the switches. So we are going to move this fusee here. We're going to click and extinguish. And then we're going to come down here. Yeah, new keyboard. If you guys, I think I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned it on stream or not, but it's a minor little thing, but it's a heck of an annoyance. One of the little feet on the back of the keyboard broke, so it's only like half height, so my keyboard's kind of leaning. I could probably jury rig something, but no, that just irritates me knowing that I have. Why am I even down here? Go ahead and get this. Let's go. It's going to go into reverse, and I'm going to go yard. We'll go about 15 miles an hour, and I'm going to go stand on this car here. I like doing this. This is kind of fun. Yeah, 3 toots. Thank you. So, but anyway, I went and looked at it. I'm a Corsair guy, so I'm looking at, and I know everybody's got their preferences. Don't tell me what your preferences are, but everybody's got their preferences, and I like Corsair. I'm going to stick with them, and there's a new Corsair out that I didn't know came out. So it's got some macro keys on the left-hand side, but it also has Elgato Stream Deck software embedded in it. And it's fairly reasonable, and I was thinking about getting a Stream Deck anyway, so you know what? Guess who's going to be buying a keyboard here probably after the first of the year. I mean, first of the month. It's been a very busy time of year for me. Yeah, when you told me what you did, Hank, I can only imagine. We've had some friends and family that were in the same industry, and yeah, we never saw them. From all the way up to about April 15th, and you never saw them. They were always doing something. All right, let's go ahead and bring this guy to a stop. It will actually stop at the fuse. You can see down here, fusee stop. So now we're going to go forward. We'll do about 20 miles an hour here. More than plenty. And this will give me an opportunity to run up and see where we are as far as the pulpwood. If the 2 pulpwood cars are full, I will put them on the end of the second string going to Connolly Lumber 2, and we will go ahead. Oh, that's right, I need to fix that. Oh, I think I need to look at that. Where am I at here? Hang on. Destination Connolly Creek Lumber 1. Lumber 1. All right, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're actually good. So I'm assuming we're good. We'll see. But anyway, at the end of Connolly Creek Lumber 2 will be the pulpwood cars, and I'll bring them all down. And we're going to get, so at least we'll have 2 cars that'll be heading down on the return trip, on the freight service down to Sylva. So, but first thing we do is we get our logging up the mountain and in place. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to run passenger service out of Bryson, run it down, run it back. And then once that's done, we're going to start freight service. And whatever we can do. Oh, that guy already called me. I already talked to him. I don't need to hear from him again. All right, hang on. Delete. Okay, good. Okay. So get those off of here. I gave my timer started because you guys like to keep my videos right just around 2 hours. So that seems to be pretty good that people are willing to sit for about a 2-hour video. And we save, the day-long streams for special occasions. Like when the 49ers win. Alright, so we got that going. I'm muted. Oh, I need to go into streaming mode. That way, hopefully I won't get disturbed, except for like my daughter, my son, if they want to call me. Other than that, so yeah, actually I didn't tell you, Hank, that I know what you do. That's how I got involved in golf. Started playing golf a long time ago. I don't play anymore. But when I was a kid, we had a friend of the family that he was the bookkeeper for a golf club or for a country club. And what would happen is sometimes I go spend the day with him because my mom, just like get him out of the house. He's bugging me. So I'd go off, and he had to work, especially during tax season. So he'd go down, get a bag of clubs, hand me the bag of clubs, and turn me over to the golf pro, and they would just let me go out on the golf course and have fun. So, what's up, Matt? How you doing? Boy, that has been the theme. I know nothing. Oh my goodness, that has been the theme. It's like there's some things going on at work, and it's like I was trying to ask some questions. Not stuff that's not really none of my business, but I just was curious, and everybody was repeating that line from Sergeant Schultz. I know nothing. But I'll tell you one thing, the rains have stopped, and it got cold, and it's drying out, and man, it's like I can't drink enough water. Golfing. Okay, I spend too much time golfing, if there is such a thing. Actually, when I used to golf a lot, I spent more time drinking than I did golfing. Just saying, But I will tell you, the drunker I got, the straighter I shot. So yeah, no, I had to. And things, real life gets in the way. Ex-wives get in the way. What's up, 770? Long time no see. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see ya. All right, so yep. We're going to be running these logs, getting these skeleton cars up. We'll get some loaded with some logs in there. Let's see. When I was in elementary school, the janitor called me Sergeant Schultz, and I never got the reference. Oh, my goodness. That's where when I was in, let's see, junior high, it was one of the janitors, started calling me Hutch and then car keys and clutch because, Starsky and Hutch was out at that time. And then all my friends picked up on it. And then my nickname, even to this day, my nickname has always been Hutch. But yeah, it always goes back to the original Starsky and Hutch. So, I don't drink much when I golf. I usually walk, so adding cans of beer makes everything harder. Yeah, okay, no, see, I would walk too, but we would always stop, and then we started getting, renting golf carts, and but it just well, truth be told, since we're on that topic, it was you are who you hang with, and the people around you, they are who they are, and you gotta make better choices. And it was just one of those things. The people that I was hanging with at the time, they like playing golf, but they also like to drink too. And I just made that decision that, these may not be the guys for me to hang around with. They were a lot of fun, but yeah, and it was actually a smart choice because one of them ended up paralyzed after he, drinking and driving accident. So Whoa, whoa, we gotta turn this, flip this. There we go. Ooh, go normal. There we go. All right. So if you've been following this video here on Railroader, all you gotta do is when you're AIing a train like I'm doing right now, he will, the engineer will stop at the end of tracks. He'll stop for fusees. He'll stop for other trains. So he won't crash into them. But so we typically, I will jump off here. I want to go look at these cars. These are the pulpwood. They are definitely full. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to go pull these out. If I got room. I may not be able to. Darn it. Okay. So he'll come to a stop. I'll break these loose. I'll leave 4 here so they get filled up with logs, and we'll go up to the top. And somehow, some way, I'm going to have to put these on the end of the string probably when I go back down, and then about an hour game time. All right, so we've got countdown. That's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. All right, so we're going to come here. We're going to go hit the handbrake. Turn off that valve, the angle cock, uncouple, and now we are going to run down. So this is important. You want to come down here. We're going to set a fusee on the track right down here. And that's a control, left control and F drops a fusee. So that way we can kind of like bounce back and forth as we're doing our freight service when it comes time to bring him down the track. But we can now go reverse. And he'll go ahead and back up to the fusee. We'll flip the switch, and then we'll go up to Connolly Creek, number 2, logging. All right, I got to make 2 runs in a day, too. That's why we always start off with this. So, spotted, Connolly Creek. Let's see. Operations. Okay, that's 1. If you remember the last one, I was kind of messing with some of these settings on these cars. I want to make sure that these are all for Connolly Creek L1. Perfect, they all are. Okay, good. So when they're loaded, then they'll go back down to the sawmill. And we need to come up and make a second trip, and I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to make money to buy 4 more of those cars. I've got 4 more of these waiting to come up, of the bulkhead flat cars waiting to come up from Sylva. So we'll have 6 of those, and then those will end up going back down. At least these 2 will go back down to Sylva when we head back down, and they'll either go to the tannery. I haven't made up decide which industry is going to get it yet, but it's going to, or it may just be 1 and 1 for right now. 1 to the tannery, 1 to the paper mill. Get those industries going. I'm sitting there waiting for the longest time. I was stupid. Here it is. Lazy Farmer. Made a mistake. I made that mistake, so you don't have to. So looking at the locations, here's the paperboard, Sylva paperboard. I never looked down here. Advisories. What does it need? Production stopped. Why? Because they don't have any pulpwood. I got pulpwood now. That's why I bought those cars. Because I've been saying all along that my next purchase in cars was going to be another passenger car. No, to get these industries going so I can make more money. And to raise the tier. I can go to tier 3, but not until I get full production of pulpwood going. And I'm going to need some more of those too, because I want to get at least have 6 in storage on a track down in Dillsboro, so I can change them out as needed. And then the other one is Parsons Tannery, which is down in Sylva. I don't know why a tannery. Tannery produces leathers, but they need pulpwood. I'm not sure what they need that for. All right, what do we got over here? Let me catch up on some chat. Let's see. Walking is good exercise. Anyway, yes, it is. I agree. Walking is good exercise. Let's see. So I don't drink much. We got that one. Golf is incredibly overly expensive around here, so another $30 for a cart. Yeah, no. And that's another reason, man. There's so much. I mean, the golf is really interesting because there's so much of these little doodads. There's so much of these little things that it's like, really, I'm going to improve my swing by buying this ball that I'm going to have a suction cup on my forehead and a ball down. You know, come on, seriously. There's always new clubs, and then if you're not carrying the right clubs, you know, it's just, yeah, it's golf's just expensive anyway. It's fun. Don't get me wrong, it is fun, and I wasn't bad at it, but I wasn't good at it either. Yeah, fully, you have to be careful who you hang around with. I get you, mate. I have been associating with some interesting people, but at the end of the day, you have to be your own person. Yeah, you know, and they're going to influence you, good or bad. They're going to influence you, so you got to be careful. Make your own choices and not follow others. Yep, that's true too. And so if you want to drink, then drink. But if you don't, then don't. And I have to, you know, gone to clubs and been completely sober. Yeah, no, and that's just it. Sometimes it's like I go in there and, you know, I order an iced tea, and they just look at me. Wait, but we're drinking. Okay, that's fine. I'm not. You know, I just don't feel like it. You know. And now I'm actually even, hey, you know, I might have like one or two, and then I'm done. You know what? I mean, I'm not blitzed or anything. I'm just like two, and okay, that's it. I don't want any more. You know, I'll be sociable, but I'm not going to get stupid. So, I think I know why they need pulpwood, tannins. Oh, Matt, you know that's not bad, man. That's a good deal. I think I never thought about the tannins for tannery and stuff. Interesting. I mean, I think the tannery got a coal car, so they're not burning them. So tannins, maybe, yeah, I never know. I don't know. Back in the day, it was the 1930s, 1940s. You know, that transition era from steam to diesel. Yeah, I'm not sure how they did things back then. But you know what? I don't care. They need pulpwood. I'll get them pulpwood. Get those industries going. We get more cars coming in. So that means I got to take a look at all the industries too, make sure that I've got everything that I need, and if I have to hold off on getting another passenger car, then that's what I'm going to do. But that's my goal. I've got three major purchases. One is a passenger car. The next one is going to be a switch. I want to get a switch engine, and then I want to finish doing the milestones, and then start building the bridge up to Fontana, I think is what it's called. There is 770. Let me show you. First of all, I'll go to the milestones. So I want to do the signals next. Those are at $7,500. And then there's the Bryson Bridge line to Fontana. That first phase is $1,500. So really, I could kind of start that. I just, you know, but I'm not in a position to where I'm ready to finish it yet. But yeah, as far as equipment goes, you can bring up right here, bring up this the list of different equipment. This is all the steam locomotives. The 2 diesel is an SW1 and a GP9. So, and then we get all the passenger cars, observation cars, which I've got one of those. Then you got different cabooses. I don't have any cabooses. And then we got the different, you know, flat bulkhead cars for pulpwood racks, skeleton cars, 3-bay hoppers, 2-bay hoppers, and a single dome tanker. And so you can start buying your own cars to run on your railroad. You don't have to wait for them to come in by the class 1. So 770. Have you seen the railroader at all? Have you watched any videos on it? Do you know? I mean, there's a lot of people streaming content out there, but I decided to join them there. Every time I think of tannins, I just think of tea. I used to put leaves in my fish tank to get tannins, and I always laughed at the idea of my fish swimming around in iced tea. That's kind of funny. That is funny. I like that. So, all right. So we've got this particular up here. This is going to sit here. I'm waiting for him to come to a stop. He's still rolling. All right, so he is set. He's good. So we're done here. So we're going to go jump up to Bryson, and that's the next thing is once I get, well, let me see. I got 2 cars coming up to Connolly. So I've got 2 pulpwood cars here, 4 here. I got 4 here, and then I think I can get another 2. I think 2, maybe 4. Oh, more of that. About 4 pulpwood cars here, which I've got 4 coming up. And then there's still more room up in this area, Connolly. And once I have all that maxed out, then I'm going to start working the Walker Ranch, which is another area to get logging and stuff. Here's Bryson here. This is the locomotive number 10. We're going to run our passenger service. And then out here, or here, I'm not sure where, but somewhere we start the new service to Fontana. And that next section is really going to open up a lot of business. And we're going to be very, very busy. Very busy at that point. I've already been advised of that. So, all right, let's close that out. So bring the map up again. Let's go. That's Connolly. I want to go. Come here, come here, come here. Where are you? Bryson. We're going to jump to, let's go jump right here. So left control and T. We jump. Not really. I don't watch too much train content, to be honest. I mostly just listen to music and talk to people on Telegram. Okay, gotcha. So, ooh, that's a nice, look at that. That's a nice shot with the sun hitting the cars and everything. Oh, yeah, that's going to be, I got to do that. Let's go do a print screen on that one. And I'm going to go, you're not seeing this, but I am taking a screenshot of that. Let me do another because I don't like that. I think I had the, yeah, I did. I got to do another one here. Let me do an F12. There we go. That puts it right to Steam. All right, that'll work. So, yeah, it's a good looking shot. I like that. It is really amazing. So this is, I know you started following me 770 on with the Run8 stuff. I'm still doing Run8. In fact, Hank and we're working some things out, and I got to get to work on that. I got to start playing with the hardwood, I was saying hardwood. I've got pulpwood on my mind. I got to start playing with the server. So that'll be a little bit tomorrow of doing that. Probably in the afternoon after I get back from doing what I need to do at work. All right, let's go ahead, jump on the back of this thing, and we're going to select this one. Got to remember to select. Oh, the other thing I need to do is we're going to, see, I click on that one. We're going to release that brake. We're going to click on the tender, release that brake. Click on this car, release that brake, and click on that car right in the middle and release that brake. We can also turn the handles, but all hand brakes have been released. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button. That's something I normally do. All right. So anyway, but yeah, this is actually kind of a fun game at 770. I think, you know, you don't watch too much train stuff, but you know what? You watch my stuff, and I appreciate that. So, and this is a multiplayer, and it's actually oops, I jumped off of it. Run8 key. Run8 keys don't work for this. All right. But yeah, no, this is really good. You can find it on Steam. I think 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, somewhere right in there. The idea behind it is a, come on, throw that switch. There we go. Basically, it is a little short line railroad that has fallen in disrepair. They give you a very small section of it. You give you one locomotive. And there's a second one that is derailed and non-functioning, so you got to get it into the shop and get it repaired. And then you just start, and there you start building up your railroad, start working the industries, you start making money. So the more you work, the more your money, and your reputation plays a part of how much money you make. So you got to run your passenger service. That's very key. You got to be on time with your freight deliveries and, you know, your setouts and your pickups. So it's a lot of fun. I mean, it really is. The best way when I describe it, as I talk to people about it at work or kids about it at work, I say, hey, you guys remember the old Railroad Tycoon game? Well, this is that Railroad Tycoon game, but you're now down at the train level. Let's jump off of here. Make sure he clears the switch. Go ahead and slow down. So, not that slow, Farmer. Come on, back it up. Gotta clear the switch. All Yeah, I did. I saved it for a thumbnail. Really bad maintaining railways and simulators. So let's see. Hang on a second. I gotta bring them to stop here. Really bad maintaining railways and simulators are interesting. I've made a few of those in Trainz before. You know what? I might want to get together with you on Trainz then, because I've been trying Trainz and just trying to figure things out. And it's just trying to assemble a track, and it's just there's things I have questions. That's just it. And their tutorials were about how to run, but I really haven't found anything decent about how to put down the track and how to measure things out and what's, you know, just questions like that. Just little tiny minutia type questions. I did stop on a dime there. I'm telling you, but that's because there were no passengers in the cars. Because if I stopped that fast, man, those passengers would be tumbling through their seat and everything. But then again, if you start fast enough, it's part of the game. Start fast, stop fast. See if you can get them to spin up and down the aisles. Yeah, by the way, Hank, if you're going to be up for a while, I looked at what you had posted, and yeah, I'm like, okay, what is this? So I got some questions for you too. Maybe we'll meet up in my Discord. Don't ask me, mate. I don't really know myself. I created a map of the Mercy Rail layout. Memory, to be honest, I'm quite good at creating tracks and stuff. Good. That's where my concern is. And there's a really good individual. He's a good streamer. He streams a lot of Trainz content. And the poor guy, I mean, he's struggling with Run8, and so I kind of like, I'll trade you some of my knowledge for some of your knowledge, and we'll see where he goes, what he does there. But it's, yeah, my goal is I want to create a model railroad layout in Trainz of the Stockton, that's between the Stockton subdivision and the Fresno subdivision in Stockton, California, of the little short line in there of the Central California Traction Company. So, and they run a lot of stuff, and they use primarily SW 1500, or yeah, SW 1500s, and that's like one of my favorite locomotives, which I wish they had that in Run8. I think we're pretty good. I gotta look at this. Okay, what do we got? I'm like, why is it not showing up? Because there's a window right there. We're slowly coming to the station. We're gonna set things up here. And if I did things right on the last stream of this, I should be completely lined and locked for a mainline operation. So for a quick down, quick back, and that's really all you need to do on the passenger service. I mean, one way is enough. Actually, I found that out. But if you go down and back and deliver your passengers, make a little bit of money, park your train, then you can start running freight. And as long as you get everything done in a timely manner, then you're going to get that 110%, which is max in the game, and then you get your discounts off of purchasing and of any of equipment and whatever else you need to expand the railroad, and then you get also bonuses as far as the delivery goes. So, oh, awesome! Thanks, 770. Appreciate you. So I think, yeah, we're gonna get it. We'll get going on there, and then, like I said, the multiplayer is coming. I had my Run8 multiplayer server up for a little bit. I had somebody yell at me, "Yeah, your server's down. I can't find it." Well, yeah, I brought it down. It was only up for testing. So, all right, let's go up and take a look. And we're going to pull in here. We'll bring this to a stop right about there. That'll work. We can kill the bell. All right. In the meantime, we're going to hit number 1. We're going to jump back into the cab. We're going to get out of our locomotive. Let's check water. 2,200 gallons of water, 2.2 tons of coal. That should be good enough. We're not really hauling a lot. So jump up on the dock, run down here, click on the station window. We got see, that's what I'm talking about. We got 112 passengers waiting here in Bryson. So the count right now, oh my goodness. I have 2 active freight bills in the area. 100. Okay, so 112 passengers waiting total. 70 at the Dillsboro Depot, 8 at Wilmot, 20 to Whittier. So okay, so total 112. Wow, that's a lot. So and I can hold 80. Was it 25 on the observation car and 84 on this car? That's why I need another car, because I'm going to leave. I'm going to end up leaving passengers behind, and that's money being left behind. Fortunately, leaving passengers behind doesn't hurt your reputation. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We know what we got, so we're going to go here and we're going to click on, well, actually, first and foremost, on the freight side of things, let's get our switch list started. So it looks like I got 1 car at Appalachian Hardwoods that needs to go to the Sylva interchange, 1 car at Standard Oil that will need to go to the Sylva interchange. So once we come up here, we're going to add those 2 cars to our switch list. And then what we're going to do is we're going to control and click on this card here. We're going to go to passengers. We're in Bryson, so we're not going to put a check mark there, but we're going to check mark all these others. Those are the stations we're going to stop at. And then we're going to copy to couple, because that will copy the same manifest to this car here. So right now we are loading as many passengers as we can. So we're going to have 84 passengers in the front car. We'll have 25 in the back. And passengers waiting here, yelling at me, going, "But I had a ticket." Too bad. I don't got room for you. I don't have room. Go take a covered wagon. You know, ride your horse. Get in your Model T. Whatever you gotta do. So, but yeah, I need to. That's gonna be the next purchase. So, and give you an idea. Once again, we come back here. And it is the Osgood Bradley 1915 steel lightweight coach, holds 84 passengers. The Pullman 1900 open platform coach holds 60 passengers. And then there's the Pullman 1893 Palace car, holds 50 passengers. But I've got enough to where I need another 84 passenger car. $5,805. So I need at least $6,000 in the bank before I can buy that particular car. Right now I got $1,300, but then again, I'm back to where I need where to go. I need more skeleton flat cars or logs. I need at least 4 more of those. So those are $612 each. So let's just call that, just to round it up to, let's just call it 1,000. Well, let's see. Well, yeah, we can call that $700. So we're looking at $2,800, to get 4 cars, and that's on top of the 6,000. So we need about 8,000. So we round up to make sure we don't get down to 0. So let's call it $9,000 to get 4 cars and the other car, and then we can start running more, making more money. All right, so this is full, and if we click on this one, go to the passengers, we are full there as well too. So we are all full up. This is where I yell, "All aboard!" And oh, that was loud to my ears too. Okay, that was annoying. That was annoying. All right, let's get inside here. Get in the seat. We're going to lean out the window. Couple of blasts on the horn. Oh, wait. Got to make sure I flip that switch as we go. Here we go. Off the brake. That helps. All right, we're moving. I like, you know, this little 10-wheeler. This is the one that originally that was derailed and needed to be repaired. And the only other time I had to repair it was when I slammed into the car a little too fast. So I was used to Run8 speed. You can couple up at about 5 miles an hour, but in Railroader, 3 is better. It's safer. And I noticed that when you AI the train and you go to use it to couple up, that's what they do. They couple up about 3 miles an hour. So that's my clue to do the same thing. That way we don't damage couplers, we don't damage cars, we don't damage locomotives. Which, that's how I ended up with the 3rd locomotive, because I ended up having to take a loan out because I had to put this one in the shop to get it repaired because I was burning through coal and water. She is thirsty. When, you know, and eventually you will, you know, you have to put them in for maintenance every so often. So I'm thinking this is the original one. So I'm thinking at some point I will sell this one, but I want to get the other 10-wheeler, and I think this one works really well for passenger service. So I think the other one, which that has a lot more pulling power, would be very good for passenger service. So I'm going to keep I'm going to keep the 10-wheelers for that. So, all right, Hank, we'll be here. Going up, we're speeding up. All right. I come off of it and see what we're doing. Nope, we're going to slow it down a little bit. So we're going to give it a little more. Got to know your route. Supposed to do rear headlight dim, headlight off, headlight on. All right, headlights on. Here we go. All right, 770. You take care, man. Thanks for hanging out. I know it's like really late at night over there. Awesome. Thank you, man. You can leave me messages there as well too. When we start having our Run8 multiplayer parties and stuff, all that information will be there in the Discord. We'll do a checkout drive if you haven't seen it. And we did have a member actually do they failed as an engineer. Oops. I'm failing as an engineer right now. There we go. So I'm not mentioning any names. But to be honest, we were kind of just sort of goofing off. I mean, it's what not to do. Anyway, all right. So 44 minutes. We okay? Hasn't really been that long. I think this clock's, it's been about that long, almost. So yeah, this clock, I think it's real time. They didn't by any chance put a train on. You know what? Yes, because they were the engineer. It's a short. It's my first short too. I mean, I never really had an interest. I didn't know why I would want to make a short, but I had to make a short out of that one. Yeah, if they didn't put in Run8, you can actually turn derail on and off, and they had derail turned off. If they had it turned on, it would have put it. They would have put that train on its side. Yeah, that's the first time since I've been playing Run 8 that I've ever even seen that. I mean, the only time I ever had a derail, usually it was because I had a car would pick a switch, and the car would derail. And okay, that happens. I mean, that's real life. But part of the checkout requirements, like right now, is watching your speed. I'm actually about to talk that. I'm going a little bit fast. I forgot this was a little downhill grade right here, but it'll go uphill here in a minute before we cross the ridge. So, but anyway, yeah, it's knowing what the track speed is, and in Run8 you can find that out and by the HUD, what the track speed is. And they came out of the Allegheny Tunnel there on the Pittsburgh Line East. Right? Yeah. That's all right. You got to know your track speed. So, read your map. Get the HUD up. Pay attention. Yeah, party time. All right. Yeah, we're starting to slow down here. Good. All right. I see a bridge. So our next stop is Ela. I don't know how to say it, how it's pronounced. Here's the scene of Stand By Me. I'm chasing kids off the bridge. Alright, we're going to come off the steam. This is downhill right here. Nah, that's all good. So I was trying to, in Run 8, I'm trying to set up the Finger Lakes area yard. And it's a bit challenging, but I think I've got to I actually literally have to let the game sit. Just because, I mean, I was trying to fast forward the time ahead an hour waiting for the cars to change, and they didn't change. So I think I'm just going to have to bring it up to current time and put cars on the track, and then come back an hour later and see if those cars changed out. So, but that's Run 8. That's not this. What movie are you talking about there, Schultz? How many cars over there? No cars over there need to be picked up. All right, we are in the zone. All right, get off. Get off my train. All right, let's go take a look at what Ella's guys. Hey, we're going to go over here and talk to the station master. All right, passenger-wise, 50 passengers waiting here. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! And if we expand out to Fontana, the passenger, it's going to be the passenger. Yeah, that demand's going to be a lot. Oh my goodness! You know what? I hate to do it. I might have to take a loan out and get another car. Just might have to. Oh, Stand By Me. You know what? I like it. Um, but yeah, it's one that it's not one that I'm going to watch over and over and over again. If I'm going to do that, I guess the movie I think it came out at the same time. It's kind of the same thing. It's The Sandlot. That one I like a lot. So, and that just brings back because I mean, watched that movie and it brought back memories of when I played Little League, and it was about the same era. Yeah, but yeah, Stand By Me is all right, but okay, let's see. Let's take a look at the Okay, so are we still really? I got nothing for. We had nothing here. I guess I didn't. Okay. So if we come back and look at passengers, I want to look at this again. So LS station, yeah. So passengers, it's checked off. I guess nobody got off. Nobody got, and no room for anybody else to get on. So a lot of patients, a lot of passengers waiting there. But we're going to continue on. Let's go to Whittier. All right. What does this look like from above? Oh, you know what? I got a switch coming up. Yeah, the thing was it Stand By Me, very young Will Wheaton. Probably made about the same time he started showing up in, was it Star Trek Next Generation? That's interesting. I wonder what it is that, turns you off on that movie. Maybe it's just like the different characters that are in there. I think the most annoying one, I can't think of the actor's little kid name, but Corey something or other. His character was a little bit on the obnoxious side. But yeah, I get it, because I mean, it's like I personally don't even do, I mean, I'll watch it, but if it's on, I haven't seen that movie in a while, I'll watch it, but it's not like I have to go out and buy it, add it to my movie collection for streaming. Which I think is about time to change my streaming services again and go back to Netflix for a little bit. You know what? I get that too, because I was bit big boned as my, once I hit junior high, I mean, I was like skinny as a rail, and then I hit junior high, and I became big boned. I'll just put it that way. No, I became fat. But I still played baseball, and I was all right. But part of it, too, is that what really caused my weight gain was I really couldn't get too physical because asthma kicked in really bad. And it got to be that I couldn't run from one side of a basketball court to the other without breaking down and literally just not well, they say a fish out of water. I know exactly what a fish is, what the fish is going through. So, but yeah, I get it. All right, so we're gonna have like logging is done. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get down to Sylva, and before we head back on the passenger run, I'm gonna go. We'll pop up real quick and we'll check where logging is, and if all the logging cars are full, then we'll go ahead and we'll bring that down so the sawmill can get started on doing what they need to do, and then I can get the pulpwood carts when I bring the freight in. And I'll tell you, that consolidated, the more I run that one, the more I feel I think I made a mistake. I think we might have started that bell a little bit, but we're coming in. Right around the bend right there, there's Whittier Station. Next stop, Whittier. Whittier. Okay, so here's my little thing, and I'm open about this, so I don't care, but at one point, I was actually even thinking, this we're talking just recently, I was thinking of bariatric surgery, which is pretty invasive. If you ever looked into it, it's a very invasive process. And in looking into it, you have to go through, and I got approved to have it, and you have to go through a lot of classes. You really want to start living your lifestyle as if you had it, and that's what I started to do. And we'll pull this into the station here. All right, bring the stop. So anyway, so I started to live like I had had the surgery, and part of that was going through some, you have to meet with a counselor and go through some psychological stuff, and I really took on the mindset of food is my enemy. And so with that being said, I started really looking at what I was going to eat, how much I was going to eat after I had the surgery, and I started living like I had the surgery, even though I hadn't. And what became of that was I lost so much weight on my own in the 8 months of the waiting period. I lost so much weight that I no longer became a candidate for that surgery. And of the last checkup that I just had, total weight loss, 135 pounds. And so, and it's still that mindset. And it's like, okay, you got to realize what kind of food you're going to dig on. For me, it's Chinese food. I could eat Chinese food all day. I love Chinese food, so I stay away from Chinese food. Or if I do, I focus on the vegetables, not on anything else, but I try to stay away from it. Another one, pizza. Love pizza. Okay, I can have a slice, but I'm not going to eat that whole pizza like I used to. And so it's taking that mindset, and I've lost 135 pounds doing that, and I've got probably about 40 more to go. to get down to my goal weight. So it can be done, but you have to lose it in your head first before you can lose it around your belly. I'm on run 8 going, where the hell is the bell coming from? What? Oh, yeah, you're on run 8? Okay, so you're hearing the bell, but you're playing run 8 and you're wondering where the bell's coming from. Okay, gotcha. That's funny. All right, so we have 77 passengers waiting. What the heck? 25, that one's full. 84, that one's full. I saw a message up here. We dropped some off, so we made $49. 20 people got off, 20 people got on, and we still have 77. I have got to get another car. I'm thinking that I just might have to take the loan out. I don't, well, usually, you know what? I'm going to, guys. I'm going to take the loan out because I can, that when you buy a car, it shows up down at the interchange automatically, so I can go down there. When I get down to Sylva, I'll leave these cars here. I can go down, pick up the other car, and then, yeah, I gotta get another car. I just gotta. I mean, it's killing me. All right, freight wise. All right, well, we have on the switch list, we got a car waiting at Stenzel that needs to go to Sylva Interchange. And then we got the Whittier Sawmill has a bunch of cars that need to go. I already knew that, so we're going to put those on the switch list. All right. I didn't check Ella. Oh, well, but that's okay. We'll get it when we come through. I didn't think anything was there, but we'll get it. All right. So we're ready to go. Let's move on. I'm still going to sit on this side, on the conductor side, because I think I can see, well, the switches are there. I'm going to get on the engineer side. All right, excuse me. There we go. Let's come off the brakes. Reverser full forward. Couple toots on the horn. Get moving. And what do we got sitting over here? Okay, that one's the one we got to pull out. All right, when we get here. All right, a little pull back on the reverser to get a little more efficient use of steam, and away we go. So, and it, you know, it helps too. The job that I have, I am on my feet all day. You got to be active. An example, 17,000 steps today, so which comes out to be like a little over 6 miles, and that's an average day for me. So that helps too. Then I go to the gym. So it was a total lifestyle change, and I'm finding at that point too that it starts to become a little self-perpetuating. So if I want that pizza, I can have it. If I want that, oh, I did get on the wrong side. This should automatically flip. There it goes. Trailing points like that will automatically set themselves. So, but anyway, yeah, it becomes, you know, I can go ahead and I can go to a party and have some fun. And I was kind of like, wow, am I going to start gaining weight again? And then I would find that I'm still losing weight. That should have been lined and locked. That's okay. We're going to slow down because I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to be in trouble here in just a minute. The fusie's not going to stop us because we're on the track where the fusee I placed is. It will not stop us because I am in control of the train. Control enough that, yeah, it stopped the train. So here we go. Meanwhile, passengers are tumbling through the seats. Think if I switch that one in time, I can get onto the other side. Got it. All right. So I can switch and that'll put me back onto the main line again. Although pulling in there and getting, you know, getting coal and water would not be a bad idea. But I can get down to Sylva and get coal and water. I mean, I'm not... Here we go. Yeah. 1.9 tons of coal, 18. Yeah, it should be enough. I'm not really pulling a lot. This is the other reason why I'm not in a hurry to get the next section, because apparently when you buy the next section, this goes away, which I don't like that, but I guess the next yard would be the one right there in Whittier itself. They got a little yard there too. This was the original interchange when you first get this, get the game started. Boy, I didn't line. Did I line in? Oh, that's line locked. Okay, now I can see it. All right, so that was Whittier. Next stop, Wilmot. Right now we are financing 1,400. If I take a loan out of 5,000, that'll give me 6,000. That's enough to buy a car, another passenger car, which I need to. I just got to. I'm leaving way too many passengers behind. And that'll actually help pay off the loan because, well, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the loan out. All right, so we're now at $6,400. So I have I got to pay $500 in 1 day, 16 hours. So, okay, that's not bad. If I can pay 1 day, pay $500 back. Or try to pay down the loan in 1 day as well, too. So we'll get some interest. Yeah, we need to pay that down as best we can. So, all right, how we doing? Come on, keep going. So let's go ahead and we'll go get our car. 84 passengers. All right, so ordered a shiny new Osgood Bradley 1950. We'll bring up that again. Ordered a shiny new Osgood 50 lightweight coach delivered to Sylva Interchange. Sent payment. So balance is now $598. That's what I got left in my name. But I needed the car. I just can't. I can't. Yeah, that's like double the passenger count of what I can actually carry. So I had to do it. I had to do it. But going in this direction, it is mostly uphill. But look at this, man. 1.9, barely using any water. Oh, good. This is good. I like this one. Oh yeah, I will. If there's anything broken, I'll refund it. And I'll pull a trump. I'll refund it after I file an insurance claim and get money back on it. But that's okay. That's legal to do. I mean, use the law to your advantage. You know, it'd be kind of nice to see if there were people in there. I hope that's something that they kind of add. Of course, that'll add to, add to the demand on your system requirements. But it'd be kind of nice to see people standing at the platform and then watching the seats fill up. There's my dude right there. He's sitting down. And then where I parked this train in Bryson, that is, that's actually a repair track. So it keeps the locomotive, the tender. I mean, I'm paying the guy $15, a day to work on this stuff. I'm going to put him to work, man. If you have to, if you got to, clean glass. I don't care, but you're doing something. You're going to earn your money. Yeah, I'm a mean rail baron. All right, we're coming into Wilmot. Actually, I'll do this. Let's go back over so I can see. Exactly. If you got time to lean, you got time to clean. There's another card for the interchange. We'll pick that up when we run the freight service. All right. And same thing. We're gonna, if I can get out of this, if I can get out of the cab here, we're gonna jump out and we're gonna go talk to the station master. $20 for 8 fares. Really? That's it? Actually, that's a lot because when you start off, it's like $1 a person. So if you get 8 people at the beginning of the game, you get 8 people, you got $8. So not bad. No, you got to manage the cleaning process. If your salary, yeah, you're the manager. You have to make sure the process is right. Okay, I didn't even look to see. Freight passengers. See, Wilmot Station, 19 passengers. I am leaving a ton of passengers. Wow. 5 for Sylva and 14 for Bryson. So that'll be good. That'll have a good return going back to Bryson. But we are ready to go. I think we are. Yeah, 84 and 25. Yep, we're full up. Back in the seat. Lean out the window because it's cool that way. All right, next stop for Wilmot is going to be Dillsboro. Another roundhouse right there. That's why that's our freight locomotive right there. And then we have Sylva Station. We stop here, and then we'll cut the train loose, our locomotive loose to come down here to the interchange. Or pick up our shiny new car down there, and then we push back all the way up to Bryson. And in Dillsboro, we're going to stop. We're going to take on water, and we'll take on coal as well too. So we'll be cutting off a couple places. You have to admit, this is a pretty game. Prefer my PlayStation 1 style graphics on Run 8. I want to know what's coming. I had a conversation, and if what was told to me is true, the engine that Run 8 is actually using is the same engine as the current version of Flight Simulator. So, and all I was told was be prepared. What's coming for Run 8 is, he said, it's going to be pretty amazing. So I don't know if they're coming out with a version 4. I'd like to find out. But, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I mean, I think Run 8 is still amazing. I talk about it a lot on this stream and other streams, just simply because it's about, I want people to be aware of it, because honestly, if it hadn't been for one individual that mentioned Run 8 in passing just once, I would never have found that program. So, and if you're into like real true modern day railroading simulator, Run 8 is for trains what, Flight Simulator is for planes. I'm just going to put it out that way. So, but it's not the best on graphics, environment, assets, but it is on physics. It is spot on physics. And that's just me reiterating what actual conductors and engineers have said, that it is spot on physics. And the cars, especially the latest batch of cars and locomotives that they've come out with, they look really good. I mean, Trainz 2022, they've got some really good graphics as well, and I bought the Trona to compare it to Run 8's Trona. And except for the industries, there's no difference. I mean, a desert is a desert. Not even half used the water yet. Barker's Creek. You know what? If I hook up and get this car going and I find that I'm still leaving passengers behind, yeah, then I'm going to be frustrated. I won't be pissed. It just means my demand. I'm doing something right because my demand is increasing. But we started at 6 o'clock. It is now 20 minutes after 7. So we should have logs ready to come down to the sawmill. And I've tiered up the sawmill, so I need at least 12 cars of logs. So that's why right now I got to do 2 runs. So I think because of the demand, I need 4 more skeleton cars. And then that way I can get 12, just bring in 12 logs at once. Do with that. They do. The new car liveries that they've been coming out with, and I think that's part of the engine that they're using. And they also, is it jointed rail? They have invested a lot of money and bought a lot of assets from jointed rail. And if you're not familiar with jointed rail has a lot of assets for Trainz 2022. So I think we can expect some really good things in the near future for Run8. Oh. Can't come off of it that fast. We should have a tunnel coming up here pretty soon. But this 10-wheeler is doing pretty good, although it's just, it's just passengers. I mean, between the locomotive, the tender, and the two cars with passengers, it's only 178 tons. And this will go down as we use coal and water. Flying. Doing good. Dillsboro right there where I need to pick up coal. Here's a tunnel. Alright, this should be a downhill grade right here. Yep, we are picking up speed really fast. So let's go ahead and coast. Cowie. Cowie, as my daughter used to say. Sounds like we're slowing down. Yeah, we are slowing down a little bit. Ah, Dillsboro Yard right there. Alright, please be lined and locked. Did I remember? Yes, I did. Nice. Slowing down as expected as we go into the turn. I think I got enough water to get through this. I got not even half yet. Coal's looking pretty good. We should be all right. Dillsboro Station up ahead. Ooh. Made myself dizzy. Yep, we're perfect. All right, so these two tracks work for the station, so we're okay. Shut the bell up. $29 for Bryson, 19 for Sylva, 21 for Whittier, and 11 for Ella. So 80 passengers waiting right now. Wow. That's a full car. That's one of these cars right here. All right, those two passengers. Okay, that car is empty. This one's still unloading. I think this is our big stop right here. Seems to be the biggest one between Bryson and Dillsboro. All right. Oh, the other thing I want to look at too is freight. We've got nothing on this station here to add to the switch list, so we're good there. 61 passengers waiting. Yep, I definitely need that new car. It's waiting down there. 19, 23, 22. Still unloading. $320 for 98 fares. 98 people got off here in Dillsboro. Wow. All right, are we loaded? 11 cars, 11 people on that one, 19 there. So Bryson, Whittier, and Elis, everybody else is going back west. All right, well, let's go continue on down to Sylva, see what they got. Get our switch list down there as well. Sylva's right there. We stop here, and that's where we're going to disconnect our locomotive. Oop. Disconnect our locomotive, and we'll leave the cars here, and then we'll go down to the interchange and get the new car, bring it back, connect it. We'll have 3 cars, and we'll see if we can fill those up. Not bad, $320. Passengers are lucrative. Yeah, I was looking at prices today, as a matter of fact. Speaking of trains, always taking a trip to go see my daughter. So I was looking at prices for Amtrak, and I'm thinking I might drop. They got a 1-year hop on, hop off, kind of like what they do in Europe, but it's a 1-year deal. I can take 10 trips in a year, and it's like, you know, $500. So it's about, you know, $50 a trip, which is a lot cheaper than if I paid for the trips individually, because it's just about $50 for me to go from here, where I live, to Sacramento, and then from Sacramento up and over the mountain is another. It's about another $35 or so, $40. So it's almost like a $100 round trip. All right. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, I want to keep the bell going. Wrong one. So this is Sylva, the depot at Sylva. Then around the corner there's East Sylva. That's where the tannery and the paper mill are. All right. Let's see what happened. What we got going on here. Passengers are unloading. Awesome. Okay. Not exactly a good stop, but it's all right. I mean, we're unloading. We're in the zone. All right, let's check this. Freight-wise. Whoa! Here we go. So this is what we got. We got Whittier Sawmill. So we have a delivery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars for Whittier Sawmill. So we got cars being dropped off at Whittier Sawmill and cars being picked up. Holyfield Heating and Oil. That is in. Oh, that's in Whittier. Then the Ella House Track gets a car. Bryson Freight House Track gets a car. We have 2 cars for Appalachian Hardwood. One goes on the R1, the other one goes on the G3A. So where there's G3A and G3B, so it's the same track, but there's two different locations. So a lot of times you got to pull some cars out to put some cars in, and then you got to put the other ones back in. All right, so and this all includes what's down at the Sylva interchange. Obviously, you can tell that right there. All right, so there's our switch list. The only track, I think the only place we missed was Ella. We didn't check that. We didn't check that one. So, but we'll go ahead and we'll check it later. As we look at, nothing to be pulled out here. All right, so we have no passengers here. We got no passengers there. Perfect. We're going to leave this car sitting here. So I'm going to go ahead, left control and click the car. We're going to apply the handbrake. We don't want that rolling off. Come in here, close the angle cock, open the couplers. We're going to head down and we're going to grab, not the freight, but we're going to grab our brand new shiny inside joke. All right. All right. Yeah, that's. I mean, I looked at that one time. I wanted to go from Sacramento to Chicago, and I still want to do that trip. But it's going to be one of those trips that you do, and you gotta save your money up because it's a 3.5 day, almost 4 day trip, and I want a place to sleep. So you can buy a seat for, I don't know, a couple $100, I guess, or you can pay almost like $1,500 and get a berth. Which I mean, it comes with like butler service, and stuff like that. So they come in, they turn down your bed, and they make it up every day, and of course, you got your meals and stuff that are all part of that. Whereas if you take a seat, you almost have. I don't think you get meals. I think you have to bring your own food and plan for 3 days worth of stuff. So, all right, what do we got here? Nothing, because this is what I was talking about. I got to get these cars to turn. I couldn't figure out why they weren't turning. And I think it's because that's the paperboard. I think it's because I got to put pulpwood there. And it's the same thing for the tannery on this side. I got to bring pulpwood in somewhere and put them over here. I'm not sure which. But nothing's moving. I put cars in, and yeah, nothing's moving because it's waiting on that pulpwood. So, but you see parts of the country that you wouldn't normally see driving or flying. You mean, you look down, but you don't really see the country. I mean, you get down in there. So even just going up and over the Sierra Mountains, it's actually really pretty. And I mean, and I was looking at it. They've restored, here it is, middle of winter, and they've restored through freight or through passenger service. So at one point they were busing people over the mountain. But I know the last trip that I took, they were in the process, they were doing work on one of the main lines. There's two main lines that go up and over the mountain. So they were doing work on it. Now typically everything goes east from Sacramento up and over the Sierra Mountains, and then anything coming westbound comes down the Feather River route. So that's except for passenger service. So I'd like to see that sometime. And then I was thinking about maybe just taking a trip and using that hop on, hop off, and see how far I can go up along the coastal route. That would be really pretty too. Take it up toward Seattle. All right, let's slow down. We're coming into the interchange here. I want to come down. Where did they put my car? All right, we're going to stop here. He says it's safe. Did they stick it all on the same track? This is a problem. So I brought cars in and I put them on this track, and when these cars came in, the cars I dropped off were on the track. They disappeared, and then these reappeared. So they kind of need to spawn differently. So, okay, I need to come down the center track, back into this one, which I ordered. This is not even the color that I ordered. Oh, okay. I got a complaint. All right, so we're just going to come down the center track. We'll back in, pick that one up, and then come back and push back all the way in until we connect to our cars. And then we'll go ahead and start heading back west to Bryson. Then we got this cut of freight cars that'll come in, and there's our pulpwood. Those will, I'm pretty sure all of those should fit on Connolly P2. So, and those will fill up, and then all this is, there's, Whittier Sawmill and Holyfield Heating and Oil, Sawmill, and then Hella House Track, Bryson Freight House Track, then the two for Appalachian Hardwood. So switching out's going to be pretty easy on this round. It's just the new wrinkle is going to be getting the pulpwood and getting those cars filled. But once we get them up there, they'll probably go up day 19 on the end of that logging run. So then we'll start day 19, day 20. We'll start seeing more cars going out from the the paper mill and from the tannery, which means we'll have more cars coming in, which means eventually at some point I'm going to have to get a better locomotive than that consolidated. It was the baby one. Not impressed. Oh, passing cars. Gotta have the safety here. All right, that'll do. There we go. All right, come on back. Oh, thanks for letting us know you're backing up as you were backing up. Slow down to about 303. That's perfect. Right about 2. Compete the couple, and we're there. Don't you even couple any farther. They didn't even put a brake on. He coupled. Yep, I don't want that. Kind of was slow on the brake for myself. I don't know why. All right, that's all I want. Come up here. We'll put some air on it. Oh, when I was back there, I should have put the angle cock on there. All right. And we're going to come down here. Oh, it's already closed. Okay, perfect. All right. They close it on this side? Class 1 radio, the Class 1 railroad, bottled air? Shame. Shame, I tell you. Shame! All right, we're opened up. Go ahead forward. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get that switch. We'll get it aligned. Then we're going to push straight back down the middle here again. We'll go clip on to the rest of the passenger train. And we have to do a little quick paint job too, so it matches the rest of the cars. All right, that will do. Open the doors here. Do might as well. There we go. Thinking then on the pulpwood for the paper mill, I think I'll drop 2 cars off. I'll have to take a look at the track and see how many cars that track can handle. So I might, because I do paper. But for the tannery, I think I'm just going to drop 1, and I want to see how fast they go through those cars. Because ultimately, I'd like to keep maybe some full cars just sitting in the Dillsboro yard, and then just move them out as needed. And that's my next goal is actually getting a switcher. And because of the industries there in East Sylva, putting a switching locomotive right down there, and then the other one would be up at Bryson. And then those little switchers would also be like, they would act as the locals as well. Oh, Israel, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Turn the bell off here. Don't need that. So we're going to couple into the rest of those 2 cars that are waiting. So now I can hold, what am I at? 84. So 168. And then another 25. So almost 200 passengers. Hopefully I'm not leaving passengers at the stations. So yeah, I think for the paper mill, I think the pulpwood goes back here, or paper mill's over here. I get about 2 cars over there. Tannery will get a couple cars over here. But if I have to order more cars, then we'll just keep these. We'll keep these going. I want them to turn pretty quick and efficiently. That's the other thing. We get to do that before I start moving, building off into Fontana. Get off the game and go party. It is the weekend. But I'm working tomorrow. So I can't party too hardy. So yeah, the paper, something's going to go here too. And this is a nice little switch. This over here is an interesting switching puzzle. If you're not careful, you'll get yourself stuck in there. All right, there she is. Where's the rest of our train sitting there? Waiting for us. Sylva at the Sylva Depot. We're just going to work our way back. See how much money we can make. Coming down, until we hit Dillsboro, we didn't actually make a whole lot. All right, let's get on the train break. Slow it down. We're going to get down to about 2 miles an hour. Let me get off of the fill the bell here. All right. Go ahead and back up. Half a car, 20 feet, 10 feet, a couple. We're there. All right. So we are going to, whoops, whoa, wrong key again. Like that. Run around the train. Got to get the air on it. Then we're going to paint it. Get this car to look like the rest. All right, open that up. We got air. And let's go ahead and get the brake off of this one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, actually we're going to go back to click on this one and then go to equipment. We're going to go to customize. Those are our colors. Copy to coupled. Boom! It's no longer green, it's now red. Red with gold lettering. All right, and then we are now going to take a look what we got here. There's our freight. That's our switch list for the freight run. So we are currently looking at 115 passengers here in Sylva waiting to go east, stopping at various stations: Whittier, Bryson, Wilmot, Dillsboro, and Ellis Station. Let's go ahead and get them loaded up. So we'll start with this one, passengers, and all we got to do, click on all these. Sylva Station will drop off because we're already there. Copy to coupled. There we go. Copy to 2 other cars. We are loading passengers as we speak. Paint it like one of your French women. Hey, don't talk about my French women, okay? I paid a lot. I mean, never mind. Never mind. All right. So, yeah, this is not bad. Like I said, it'd be kind of nice to see, I don't know, put some people here standing. Maybe if get them to walk across, like load up, see them, or if anything, just start seeing people start to populate in the windows. Something like that. Something nice. Car number 7080. 7790. Or 77.99. I don't have a car number on that one. But anyway, all right. Still waiting for them to load up. What do we got? What do we got? That one's full. 43 of 84 passengers on that one. 47 of 84. 0 passengers waiting, which is what I'm looking for. Off we go. Actually, I'm going to stand on the back. See? They're really nice, man. That's pretty cool. Looks nice, but they need to put people in there. All right, let's come off the break. We need to stop at Dillsboro though. When we stop, and we're gonna break off there. I think we're okay on water. Let me see. Actually, you know what? Now that I say that, I better make sure. Hate to run out of coal and water. Oh, 1.6 tons of coal, 14. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And then once we come out of the Dillsboro Tunnel, it's all downhill from there. So we'll be doing a lot more coasting. It's more work coming this way, coming eastbound. All right. And he says we're good to go. All right. Down a little bit. We're really rocking in here. People are tripping over themselves, falling out of their seats because we're moving too fast. You know, 1930s, they used to think that if you go at 25 miles an hour, your head would explode. All right, there she is, pushing back. Oh, that's glorious look. That's nice. That's a nice looking train. Ooh, a little fast, little fast. I think track speed. What is track speed? Say. There's a way to find out, but that's all right. We're gonna let it go. Keep going. Get some independent brake on. Still picking up speed. Must be a heck of a downhill grade right there. I know that was all uphill. But, alright. We're going to get some more independent on there. There we go. Now we're slowing down. Dillsboro's right there. I see the sign for Dillsboro. Oh, don't stop there. Keep going. Alright, we're going to pull in right there. There we go. Dillsboro. All right, let's jump off and check with the station master here. 80 passengers waiting. Woo! Bryson, Whittier, and Ella. That's a good count. Look at it. So that one's still unloading. 29. That one's loading. $53 for 44 fares. That one's full. And we're still loading passengers over here. Nice. No passengers waiting. 63 of 84. See, that's what I like to see. 63 of 84 and then 25 on the observation car. Good. We're good to go. All right. On down here. Give them the signal. Next stop is going to be Wilmot. Okay, actually, right there, we're still picking up speed. All right, it's okay. I'm telling you, this is the initial little 10-wheeler, man. It is. I like this little 10-wheeler. I'm gonna have to get the bigger one. Maybe start using that one for freight. So if you're wondering where I'm at, if I can zoom out, find it. Whoa, 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 whoa. There I am, standing on the end. Oh, right there. That's where I'm at. All right, so according to my timer, we're coming up about 6 minutes away from our 2-hour mark, but I am not going to end the stream not until I get to Bryson. We'll end it when we drop off the last set of passengers at the Bryson depot. Hey, you guys don't need to see me put this train away. I will do that off stream. May even off stream too. Go ahead and check the sawmill. See if that should be ready to come down. If that is, I'll bring it down, get the sawmill started. That way, the next stream we'll do day 18, part 2. We'll actually start the run for freight. Get everything up, but like I said, it's going to be. I've got 2 cars of pulpwood I got to bring down, so at least that will go into the paper mill. We'll get that started. We'll get some more pulpwood. At least we can go start getting. Did I hear 12-hour marathon stream? First thing I would say is check your hearing. But there is, you know what? You never can tell what the Lazy Farmer is going to do. Because, I mean, we have like a special occasion, like I did for my birthday. I did an 8-hour stream on my birthday. You know, Maybe I might do an anti-Valentine's Day stream since it's a made-up holiday. Who knows? You know, maybe there's guys out there that would rather watch me run trains either here or on Run8 instead of taking their wives or their sweethearts out to, you know, like for a Valentine's Day. Go, no, hey, I got to watch the Lazy Farmer, dear. I will owe you a Valentine's. Lazy Farmer streaming. He's doing a marathon stream on Valentine's Day. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows where the cold wind blows? Ooh, we're coming about. Look at that. I'm gonna come off of the beans here. 27.28 miles an hour. This is all downhill. This is a slugfest when I'm on running freight back. Well, if it's a 12-hour, I'll be honest with you. It is not going to be a 12-hour marathon stream, but if it was as good as Railroader is, I would do something like that. I would probably do 6 hours on Railroader, take a break, and then do 6 hours of Run8 or vice versa. So, Run8, I mean, Run8's much better for that. I'm not saying Railroader doesn't deserve it, but I would rather do it on Run8. I would actually do things, because Run8 I could do things like working on the configurations, testing, getting trains to go into a station that doesn't normally route trains into. Oh, what's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? But yeah, it would be, like, 6 hours here, 6 hours Run8. Who knows? But not tonight. I got to work tomorrow. So it would be definitely, well, I can tell you right now that there is I got a week break coming up, another one coming up here in about a month or two. Who knows what might happen during that week break? Actually, hold on, before I even go any farther with that, I got softball. So I have a feeling, I think in that 1 week off that we're off, I think we're in a tournament. So, whoa, 35 miles an hour. You're going to see a derail here if I don't slow this thing down. All right, coming into Barker's. Wilmot Station's next. Wilmot. Right after Barker's. I wonder what's coming next. I haven't seen much of an update from them. Them being the developers for Railroader, but yeah, just like see some moving cars and stuff. A little extra life on the map would be nice. I mean, the trees are blowing in the wind. That's all right. But just little quality of life stuff would be all right. Well, I shouldn't say quality of life. Just little things. Just adding life to the map. You know. Nice little things too. You put a boxcar on, and if the boxcar has to be emptied, you go back and the doors are left open and the boxcar is empty. But if it's full, the boxcars are closed. Just little things, little touches like that. But you know what? This is early access, and for an early access game, it is really, really good. All right, so we got to make this little bend here. Then we come around the little mountain here area, following the river. So, then Wilmot, and then go through Thomas Valley, come into Whittier, Ella, cross over the bridge, and then Bryson is our last stop. You know, it's a never moving truck at the crossing too. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of nice when I came down this way, and that truck, you know, with that truck being there, I was like, all right, I like that. That's like the 1930s style truck, so this would be 30s, 40s era in this area. But it'd be kind of nice to see when you come to a crossing, maybe, you know, trucks coming up to it or cars coming up to it and coming to a stop. Maybe not stopping if you don't blow the horn and you hit them and they go flying. I don't know. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. So what are you playing tonight, Jeff? Or are you just hanging out? Hank. No, you're doing the 11-hour stream, Hank. Didn't I tell you? I volunteered you for that, Hank. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen tonight. But that's going to come up. I'm going to do something. I'm actually considering doing something. I'm really thinking I might. Not much, just hanging out. Well, this is the place to be. At least for about the next, 20, 30 minutes or until I get to Bryson and unload these passengers. Then I'm going to just go ahead and jump into my Discord and do some configuration. And where am I going to be? On Mohawk. Finger Lakes on the Mohawk subdivision for Run 8. I need to get together with you, Hank, on that too, because I got to work out a problem. Because I can't seem to get the cars to turn the way we want them to do. And I think it's me being impatient. Man, I'm not even like, we're just coasting. We're slowing down, I mean, a little bit. Now we're starting to come down off the, but we're still right about 26 miles an hour. It's not bad. Just doesn't do that with the consolidation. Catching up on past streaming EPs on your channel after work each day. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, only caught a bit of that. What do you oh, it's trying to, Hank, it's trying to, I was configuring Finger Lakes. That's Run 8, guys, for they're wondering what I mean by Finger Lakes. It's a different game. It's not a game. I'm sorry. It's not a game. It's a simulator. But yeah, configuring Finger Lakes, and I had put a string of cars in there, and then I was advancing the time forward, and the cars wouldn't change. So they're not processing the way I hoped they would. I think it's one that I'm just going to have to do and let it sit for an hour and see if they process that way as opposed to advancing the time. So basically bringing it up to current date and time, put some cars in there, and then see what happens. That's what I was talking about. But I was going to bounce some thoughts off of you and then get caught up on what you posted in my Discord as well too. And I like what you did with your with the waybill or switch list or work order list or whatever that was. That was pretty cool. That was, yeah, man, you must have a lot of time on your hands in this tax season. Oh, there's a station. I better get out here and start slowing her down. Scrolling a little bit. Not that, well, that's all right. That'll work. Ooh, that was a nice stop. That was almost like I knew what I was doing. Almost. All right, let's see how well I did. Ooh, look at that. That's a perfect stop, guys. All right, what did I get? Missed that. 14 fares for $34. Like I said, when you first start this, it's like $1 a fare. So, yeah, my prices are going up. Supply and demand. 13 passengers waiting, 1 active freight bill. Who's waiting? Well, 4 for Dillsboro and then 9 for Sylva. So, yeah, no, you guys are going to wait. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Belmont, next stop, Whittier. I'll tell you one thing though. Before I start my day, Hank, I've been actually really considering, our discussion on work orders and what numbers to come up with, and I actually think I came up with something that makes sense. We'll discuss it. We'll jump in if I can catch you before you have to go to bed or something, because I know you're East Coast, I'm West Coast, so there is that time difference. But if not tonight, there's always tomorrow morning, and I plan on getting up early in the morning and doing another stream before I have to go to work. Ooh, the ties just jumped in there. Thomas Valley. I didn't think I was going to slow down as much as I started to do, especially on the straightaway here. So Whittier interchange coming up. It's now we call it Whittier Yard. The interchange moved down to Sylva when we bought this section of track. At Whittier Yard and engine house, sawmill. Somewhere up here is where the logging train is. I think I need to flip this. Busey there is for the logging train when he comes back down. If I do, it's red. To flip this so I go straight. There we go. Flip to normal. Perfect. All right. Keep going. They got a road right there. It'd be kind of nice to see some trucks or cars or something. Occasionally, it doesn't have to be a lot because it's, you know, this is, 1930s. Not a lot of people had motorized vehicles, but just a few. Somebody riding on a horseback or something, that would make sense too. You know what? We're going to stop, let passengers off, and this is actually a good spot to get some water as well too. So we might as well top off on water. I think we're actually still okay. I know coal wise, and I mean I really haven't even been into the steam that much. This little locomotive, man, it's doing a good job on the passenger service. Actually, might be able to do both at the same time. Let's see. Cover. Kill the bell. 48, 49. We're loading up. So we ended up getting, well, I moved the train, so we ended up getting $81 for 33 passengers. Not bad. 84 on that front car, 69 on the, well, actually 84 in the middle car, 69, 74, 76. So full, almost full, 4 passengers shy of being full. All right, got water. So let me jump out here real quick. How many, so 34 to Sylva Depot, 2 to Dillsboro. So, okay, we should be able to handle this. We should be all right now as far as our passenger service. All right, we just need to check Ella Station. I missed it the last time as we came through. We just need to check them to see what wave freight bills they may have. That way we're set up on our switch list for the next episode. So we're going here. Ella, whatever. Okay, 27. Let's go ahead. Holding speed pretty good, about 28. Or in fact, we're actually, it's still increasing. So we have a downhill grade here. Get a little bit of independent brake on. $28. $30 miles. Oh, there it is. 25, 30 miles an hour. Back speed. Oh, that's where I was at. That's the one. You can't hear though. Well, from this position, you can't hear the wheels on the rails. That's why I like that. Bail off. Oh, don't you stop. You're not quite there yet. I got nothing. That's why I did. I looked at the cars. I guess I don't think I have anything for here. Oops. The station has 50 passengers waiting. 22 for Sylva, 17 for Bryson, 3 for Dillsboro, and 8 for Whittier. So we're taking on 17 passengers here, if we can. There they are. They're loading up now. $107 for 40 people that got off here at Ella. Who the? Come on. There's nothing out here. Seems to stop awfully quick. Are you throwing the brakes on real hard? Not really. I mean, okay, the one thing it does stop. I mean, it's not like, what you and I really like is Run8 where the physics are real right. No, when you hit the brakes, it does stop real quick. So maybe that's something they might adjust later on. But then again, like I said, I consider this to be a game as opposed to a simulator, which was what Run8 is. So, and I'm really trying to stop kind of, especially on the passenger service, trying to stop a little bit better. But then again, it is kind of fun to think of, everybody like tumbling out of their seats because I'm slamming on the brakes. But I'm not really slamming. I was barely even hitting the train brake. So I think as physics are concerned, it needs a little adjustment. All right, so that was Ella. So last stop will be Bryson Station. Have your tickets ready, please. Look, Charlie Manson's house. Or the Unabomber. But yeah, if you watch down here where I'm using in the lower left-hand corner, Hank, where it says 90, I got 90 pounds on the pipe. That's my, that's the train brake. This is the independent brake down here. And I'm not really hitting the train brake real hard until it comes to a stop, and then I put it on pretty heavy, put about 20 pounds reduction on there. But I'm coming up slowly to slow it down, trying to feather it, and it will stop pretty quick. I mean, 5 cars, so that's 2 locomotive, the tender, and then the 3 cars is 248 tons. I don't know if that includes if they're factoring in the weight of the passengers. Oh, I'm going a little bit fast. Come off that. But I do know that it factors in the weight, the weight of the water and the weight of the coal as well too. She's not that hungry and she's not that thirsty. I think I've made this is like the 3rd trip, 4th trip, and I just put water in her, and then when I get, I go to put her away after I close out the stream. I mean, I'll fill her up with coal as well too. So we'll get things put away and ready for tomorrow. Alright, so, but as we are about to come in to Bryson, and then once again, as always, I asked, please, I mean, I appreciate you all for stopping in, watching the stream, but, click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, so that way you know when I am streaming next. Give me the thumbs up because it helps the analytics as well, too, if you like the content. And then, of course, if you have any friends or family that like train simulators or any kind of train stuff, feel free, share it out. You're more than welcome to. I don't charge for that. But appreciate you all for coming in. So this was an easy one. Logging train up to the mountains to get some logs. Sitting up there getting loaded as we speak. Ran passenger service down and back. Got a new car. So I will, once it finishes processing the video, I'll go ahead and change the title and everything up. So, and what we've done, and we'll move on. This will be day 18, part 1. So we're running a little passenger service, Bryson to Sylva and back to Bryson again. So that's our daily passenger run. Might consider starting doing a second run also. We'll have the morning run, then I think we'll do the evening run. That'll all depend on how much work we have in the way of freight to work. This particular day, we don't have a whole lot, other than, like I said, we got, for the city Whittier sawmill, We've got Ella, Bryson, Appalachian Hardwoods, and then whole field oil. And we've got 4 cars for pulpwood that we got to get up into the mountains, so we can get that pulpwood down to Sylva for the tannery, or for the tannery, and for the paper mill. We can go start turning some product out of there. Make some more money so I can buy some more skeleton cars, so I can get some more logs to make some more money. It never ends. You know, I wonder if I submit the paperwork, I wonder if I can get it. I wonder if I can get a grant from the federal government to, to build the lead. Never mind. I don't want to go there. All right, Bryson. Bryson Station up ahead. Next stop, Bryson Station. Ma'am, can you collect that kid, please? No, he's not supposed to climb up in the luggage rack. No, that's not what it's for. So, I mean, I got a 3-pound reduction right now. And look how fast I'm coming off. But then again, it's only 248 tons total. Whereas when we're running freight, modern day, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 tons. Yeah, it's not unheard of. See if we can put this right at the platform. All right, that was about, that was about almost a 40-pound reduction. So, all right, we are stopped. Let's go ahead and see what we make. $3,200 gallons out of 4,000. So we were use 800 gallons, almost 800 gallons. No, actually, not even that. I'd say about 300 gallons. And more than that. I'm sorry. No. About 700 gallons. So, and then 1.4 tons. So we left at 1.9 tons. We're only at 1.4, so we really haven't used that much coal. So it's a very efficient locomotive. I like it. For passenger service, perfect. All right, we're at 36 passengers on this car, 43 passengers on that car. The back car is empty. Let's see what we get. $21, $7. Waiting. Everybody off. 0, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, lady, move your bustle. All right. $467 for 166 fares. Not bad. Not bad at all. Passenger service was really good. Definitely that third car is going to help, and I have a feeling passenger service will go up a lot, especially when we expand the railroad out to Fontana. But that's in the near future. So right now our finances are currently sitting at 1,743. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pay back down that loan once. Oh, I got a loan. I didn't want to do that. I went the other way. There we go. Pay that loan down a little bit. So $460 in one day. So if I can make another $4,000, pay the loan down, we don't pay the interest payment. That's the way to do it. So, all right. So that will be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Hank and Jeff and Israel, I saw you out there, buddy. And Matt, thank you for hanging out with me and chatting. 770, have a good night. I know you're probably already asleep over there in the UK. So thanks again for coming in, chatting. It's always good. I like to see an active chat, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. This is The Lazy Farmer. My name is Kurt H. Good night.